Hi, this is Lynne Suszek, and this is Faith Talk. Hello. Okay, so it's it's not very pretty out actually, but it's nice and not super cold, praise God. So um, I'm out here because this is where I like to be. Um, so today I want to talk about faith tools. Faith tools. Um, if you like my videos, there are a lot of them, over 140 or more, and all on my channel. I used to call it the video church. If you haven't gone far back enough where I'm going, this is Lynne Suszek and this is the video church, then you haven't seen them all, and they're all good. And I also have Lynne's Healing Room blogs, and I know there's over 100 of those, and there's not too many that I would delete. I want to actually print those and make a book out of them, because you never know what's going to happen to a website, at some point. They're so valuable. But the thing is, just like anything we learn, you keep practicing them. And I thought it was interesting to realize that what I do on a daily basis is pretty much use my previously learned tools to keep myself healthy and move forward. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that I use every day that you could be using if you need it. And the first thing would be levels of faith, levels of belief. Could use my red lipstick today and I didn't. Curry Blake was talking about the fact that we tend to believe differently for different kinds of sicknesses, and I agree that we think one thing is harder than another, and it's just kind of a natural thing. We don't really do it on purpose, but we do it, and I agree. And the way I know that, in a way, he's like, if you believe accidentally that something is hard, like you could die from it, so you think we really got to get some faith going for this, and then something else isn't life-threatening, so you don't really apply your faith. It's sort of hard to describe. I know I've compared me getting a cold to other people I know that get colds in faith, and sometimes they don't. They still get sick and they get really upset about it. If you're a person that gets through a cold, you don't fight like it's life and death. I don't know if it's a feeling, it's faith, but it's how you feel about it has something to do with it. So for me, I am not getting a cold, because it's harder. It's almost life-threatening if I have a cold. For me, it just wouldn't be good. And so any little thing, my nose will run at times, but it's not a cold. But if I start feeling like this could turn into something worse, I do everything that I know how to do. Distract myself. I have all these faith tools, and but generally speaking, once you know, I've done this before, and your faith rises up, or your belief, and you are focused like it's a life and death situation, then that's when you see results. I don't get sick anymore, because every one of them is something I don't want again. I don't want to. I want to be full blown, into any kind of cold or flu or virus. Cold, flu. I used to get every January for about 3 or 4 years. I got, what's it called? Bronchitis. Oh no, not having that anymore. Well, all the speaking that we do, we apply so many faith tools to everything. We speak to it. We speak. It's not, not going to happen. We never say, "Oh, I'm getting sick." See, there's so many things that we do without thinking now. So anyway, levels of belief. You got to treat everything like it's. Curry Blake says, treat it like it's an enemy, like a person. It's not part of you. It's a person, and then we do. My husband and I do. We treat everything like it's, trying to get me, and I'm pushing back with everything I know. So if you take something a little too casually, that's when it gets you. Another one, I think, I know I did a blog on this before. I'm not sure if I did a video called Gaining Ground, and that was where you take pieces of something that's you're dealing with, and you get rid of that symptom. You focus on a symptom. Okay, that one's gone, and next thing. So instead of the whole thing, you go with, I'm going to focus on getting rid of this symptom, and you gain ground that way. Okay, so I've been applying all these things without even thinking about it. It's kind of like learning to dance. I like dance. I like to even watch people dance and watch dance steps. You learn one little thing at a time, and then you put them all together. It's called choreography. And pretty soon you're doing all kinds of stuff. So it's like the dance, the faith dance. You got all these principles that you've learned, and you apply sometimes without even thinking. And another one I use is faith victory. Revisit faith victories. Reminding yourself, okay, we did this before. I remember winning before. Now, when you've lost before, that's where the hard part and unbelief, can come. But you got to focus on winning, and if you've never won it before, that's where you could be stuck. But you can look at the Bible where it's happened. You can look at examples other people did it. You could look at somebody else who beat something, and know that it's definitely possible. So any kind of rehearsing of past victories, reminding yourself. So this is all convincing. And the last thing I want to talk about, convincing myself of the truth. I think that is one of my most used tools. Once I learned that was important, I started doing it without thinking. It's like if something is attacking me, I find all the reasons why it's a lie. I help convince myself that it's a lie. It's not really true. I remember the infection that I had that left overnight. It definitely had all the symptoms of being an infection in my mouth, but I just kept convincing myself it wasn't even real, and overnight it was gone. It was getting worse and worse, shooting pain. I was like, I am not going to the dentist and getting an antibiotic. It was a few days after I had a cleaning. Well, you can better believe the next time I went to the dentist, I did things to help myself believe it was not going to happen. It's one thing I do. Like, I definitely rinsed with salt water. I never had the problem again after I won that victory. I went to the dentist, had a very aggressive cleaning. Sometimes that happens. And then I took steps to help myself believe that I did do something to make sure there's no infection. I thought I was going to keep doing it too, but I just forgot about it. Never had it come up again, so just realized that. So anyway, anything, you fight with your mind telling you you deserve it, you didn't do something right, so now you have this infection. And convincing yourself in faith and as much as possible any other way that it's not real and it's already gone, just like distracting myself. So distraction was another one that I use. So I'm just going to encourage you to scroll down my channel, subscribe, hit the bell like they say so that you can see when I have done a new one, and go to my lynn'shealingroom.com. You'll see, you got to scroll down, but there's like 3 highlighted. There's all like over 100 of them on the side, and you scroll down and they're all very good. And then you put those in your faith belt and use those tools, get them into you, realize what you can do in faith. So just want to encourage you, if it was me and I like this channel and they're only 10 minutes, you can watch all of them. You just make sure you watch them all because they're all very helpful. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.